Take, take. That's all the world knows how to do anymore. Hands out, palms open, everyone reaching into your pockets, your time, your peace. This morning, my car dealer hit me up with a message that screamed, take more from him. Another bill, another bite, another grab. And yet, when I reached out to people, not for money, not for favors, but to spread a message that could save lives, the silence was loud enough to wake the dead. I said, let's advocate for the mentally ill. Let's talk about the failures inside our own hospitals. Let's talk about what's happening behind those locked doors. Not a dollar asked, not a dollar expected, just awareness, just humanity, just accountability. But we live in a world where giving is seasonal, charity is performative, and compassion is a holiday costume. People act like mercy is only reserved for Eid, Christmas, Thanksgiving, a calendar event, not a character trait. So let me paint you a picture. Decades ago, we jailed the mentally ill next to hardened criminals. Same bars, same cages, same cold concrete. And we told ourselves those days are gone. We've evolved. We're better now. Have we? Have we really? Because Malik's story says otherwise. And Malik's story is not unique. It's one of thousands, one of millions. Most of them? Silent, invisible, not able to articulate themselves as well as Malik, therefore brushed aside, convinced they don't matter. And then you wonder why some people lose hope, as if it isn't these very institutions that drained it out of them. Convinced society will never care about people like them, and tragically, they're right. Our hospitals brag in public. We give patients a voice. They have it plastered on their walls and posters. We care. We defend those with mental health issues. Laughable. But behind the scenes, they hand you a form, a contract, that a patient with mental health issues doesn't even have a line to sign on. The doctor signs and it's final. Freedom stripped. Detained for 15, 30, 45, 60 days, who knows how long. And in Malik's case, the more he advocates for himself, the longer the sentence. The more he tries to bite his tongue, the worse the pain gets. So enough is enough. No more biting tongues, and accepting it is what it is. We pay these people from our taxpayer dollars. It's time we expect more from all of them. Hold them to account. Never, not once, let them run unchecked and amuck, because Mr. P ran amuck in that hospital and choked Malik for 20 to 30 seconds straight. Nobody flinched. Not one of the 3 security guards in the room. Nobody said, stop it. This man is already bound by both wrists and ankles. Nobody spoke up for the victim. They all aided and abetted in that room. The abuse of a patient seeking assistance for a common run-of-the-mill panic attack. Malik was in there for 14 days like that patient who the anesthesia didn't work on. His complete faculties in check, only time to think rationally. And what did he do? He used his 10-plus years of audit and investigative skills. He audited the entire system from top to bottom, identified every systemic issue he found and documented them, identified every mistreatment and the angels and the zombies among the staff. In the system, they detain you against your will. They ignore your words. They invalidate your truth. They treat you like the illness, not the human being carrying it. Then comes the tribunal, the watchdog, the protector, the supposed safeguard. But the second someone with mental health issues speaks, their credibility is tossed out before they even finish the sentence. Even Malik's own lawyer admitted as such. Unfortunately, the tribunal does not take statements of those with mental health issues as credible, the perfect cesspool rife for abuse. And you put fallible human beings in charge without any checks and balances? The whole thing screams recipe for disaster. How do you protect a voice you refuse to believe? How do you build a system on top of the very people you silence? And these institutions, these professionals, have the audacity to look into the camera and say, bring us your mentally ill. We will take care of them. Oh, they'll take care of them, all right. They'll strip their freedoms, strip their dignity, throw them into rooms with surveillance cameras trained in view of toilets and bathroom doors that never close and remain ajar. Lock them under cold fluorescent lights, sometimes in windowless rooms, with no witnesses and no consequences. As for Malik, let me be crystal clear. He never wants care from you ever again. Not your version of it, not your broken system, not your hypocrisy dressed as help. Because enough is enough. This isn't a local issue. This isn't a Canadian issue. This is global. From Toronto to Istanbul to London to New York, the mentally ill are being silenced, dismissed, detained, dehumanized. But today, we speak. Today, we stop asking. Today, we say no more. My voice, your voice, and the voice of a survivor who refused to break. Malik will stand shoulder to shoulder and say, no more unchecked hospitals, no more silent tribunals, no more rights advisors doing nothing along for the free ride, no more police who escalate instead of protect, no more systems working in tandem to control the vulnerable. Enough is enough. Episode 2 of Chronicles from the Inside drops December 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern. We will learn who Malik is and what makes up his identity. We will learn that they abused and mistreated the wrong man. At that hospital, Malik turned that hospital stay into the most important investigation he had ever conducted in his life. We're broadcasting on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and soon Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. The website InsideChronicles.com. Let's face it, each of us knows someone quietly suffering from mental health issues. Have you ever even stopped to ask how are they doing? Or better yet, how they were treated behind those hospital doors? If not, consider this your wake-up call. Do better. Because it is not acceptable anymore, this status quo. If you yourself ever struggled and if you've ever felt unheard, this message is for you. Take, not anymore. Today, we give truth, we give voice, we give justice.